Hello, one and all. Welcome back to another Tuesday night here at IR Bad at Games. We're back with some more of the house in Fata Morgana. We are winding down to the end here. We are about to finish up chapter 7. I think now. Did you expect this the story to be as long as it has been, Eric?
I guess I probably wouldn't have bet quite this long, but it's not, we haven't like hit the way top end of it. Like, this isn't like one of the, um, oh God, I'm trying to remember the name of the game, Chaos Child
Yes,
and
Steins
whatever the other
Gate.
one
Yeah.
was. Steins Gate. There we go. Sorry. Yeah. Blanking on that for whatever reason. Those were like, they felt like about twice as long
Yeah.
as this is sizing up to be. But so no, yeah, that way I don't feel like it's like super epic. It is long though. There's a lot in it, and it has like more fake endings
Uh-huh.
than the others, like psych outs, I guess. I don't know.
Well, let me ask
So
you
yeah,
this.
it's long.
Could you when we from where we started to where we are now, could you have anticipated this direction in the story?
I mean, I definitely didn't. I don't. I was kind of heading in a like sort of direction toward the end of the first story, I think, but it feels like that's where they want you to be. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I saw the like big twist reveal come through. I didn't. And like, yeah, I definitely early on, I was thinking I had very little idea where we were going to end up with in relation to things like this. We've traveled a long way from my initial guesses about what kind of story it was.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really realize the vignette thing was happening off the bat. So I, yeah, it goes back a while, and it's yeah, I'm surprised, I guess. I don't know. Definitely don't feel like this was a one I saw coming the whole way through, or like, oh yeah, I totally called this.
Oh man. Well, there's still a couple more surprises in store. But if for those of you who have been following along, finishing up chapter 7 here, we streamed yesterday. We are nearing the end of the true the history of Michel prior to the mansion and how Michel's early family life was. His brothers and his mom and dad and how he got to the mansion and then how he met Giselle and kind of saw things his perspective as to why he was the way he was when he got there, and of course now we know how why she was the way she was when he got there because we saw things from her point of view, and now everything is coming together. Uh, we are we ended up when we ended the stream yesterday. We were just getting to the part where things go horribly, horribly wrong for them. Mansion. So buckle up, buckos. We're gonna be seeing uh, the fated night this time from Phil's point of view. Yeah. Let's just dive right into it.
Error messages.
Oh, I see that. Taking the relationship, made numerous attempts to reveal the truth. Was tried. Pain gripped my chest. My words faded into nothing. I knew that if our relationship would continue, I would have to tell her eventually. imagining her face twisted in disgust, everything to me. So, as we prepared for our departure, decided it was time to break next. Largely, brothers who were willing to accept me. The course my future took, hearts. They couldn't accept me, couldn't. I prayed from the bottom of my heart that it turned out for the best. Family would accept me for who I was, accept what I decided I would tell Giselle everything. I received responses dearly that she would join me wherever I am. Couldn't provide Giselle could, but if she accepted me, could to build a happy family with her. So, mother, tell you, appeal to me, ask of you, ask of you, mother, no longer bear any resentment from me. Ask of you, I was never cursed, always son. Michel, not Michelle, found someone who dearly woman, love her with all. I'd like to spend the rest of my life with her, simply to go through our days. Mother, know you're aware, man, no, please accept that. Grudge with you. In fact, I'm grateful to you. With love, but why visit from nights?
Michelle, tell me, why do you think this is your fault? What is your curse? Your curse. It isn't just the color of your hair and eyes, is it? There's more to it, isn't there? There's something else, isn't there?
Morgana, please say something. Morgana! Addiction. Right. Fool, and laugh at me all you want. Please, say something.
Death! Death to the unholy one.
Death to the heretic!
Death to the witch.
Why can I not feel you there beside me? That you would help me when I came for it. Well, here I am, begging for your help. Please, come back to me. I know you're there somewhere. Before they break down the door.
Michelle, I'm I'm all right. It's okay, Michelle. I'm not scared. You're here with me, after all. It's fine. It's all fine. So please hold me until it's all over. Please stay with me.
Michel, why would you ever believe that fairy tale nonsense? Why would you ever think wonderful future? Here you are now, wretched, pitiful. For that you have my. I will help you in your time of need.
Michelle?
I can feel the despair emanating. You hate it, kills you. This is how you're rewarded for fighting. You You know exactly who sent those knights, don't you? They rejected you. Rejected who you are.
Hey, Michelle, are you all right?
Your family unable to accept your body. Branded you a heretic and turned you over to the church. Did you hear what the knights were saying? They've even accused you of being a witch. Taken my sins and placed them on you.
Okay. Come back to me, Michelle.
Hate them, don't you? You want to curse them, don't you? Want to kill them, don't you? Out of your hatred and this one wish. And that wish shall become a curse upon your family's wicked souls. Wish then. Yes, absolutely. Tell me what it is you want, my poor little.
Michelle.
Let your contempt flow free. Give me the names of those you want cursed. What?
Mhm. That doesn't really, I can't, that's not how it works.
Find her. Be accused of abetting a witch as well. So
Bro, they're
please,
here for her. She's the witch. Ugh.
use your power to keep her safe. Said that you would grant my wish, did you not? And
You were here when they chased her out of their village for being a witch, actually. Wait a minute. Come on.
not the wish I was hoping for. I know. But that's the wish I want to grant. Technicalities. Morgana. Then offering me something in return. Such a disappointing wish will require a sacrifice. Step beyond that door and witness ultimate this. And anyway, as long as I'm considered a heretic, I put. Indeed, it does. Yet here you are, shaking like a skin. There isn't a single person who doesn't fear death. Keep her safe. The only one who can help me, Morgan. You have my word. From this moment, I vow to protect her. Thank you. Please hear me out. So, thought anything good would understood me. Happy. Sad I hated the world. Constant torment. Then, down on me.
Michelle.
You delivered me from the darkness. I think my life was meaningless. Shaking.
That's perfectly normal. I'm scared to death too, but okay, poor choice of words, obviously.
Most you.
Michelle.
Allow me to repay you. I said I would do anything for you, so let me do this. On anything. So give me one final chance.
Michelle. What what are you doing? Get back in here, Michelle. What what? Why? The door? I can't open it. Michelle. Michelle. What did you do to the door? Come on, get back here. I I don't want to lose you either.
This can't make it.
Say something, Michelle. You're out there, aren't you? Please, please, don't do anything rash. They're gonna kill you if you're out there.
No. Witch told me.
What?
would ensure your safety.
Michelle, she isn't real. There's no witch talking to you. It's all in your head. A figment of your imagination created to alleviate your loneliness. Michelle.
I want to like find the right word. Please listen. You're a wonderful woman, Giselle. Spirited, self, deep, and not to blame for how difficult. Most of the fault lies with me. That's all behind you now. It's over. Start anew.
What are you talking about?
Survive. Live a good, fulfilling life. Move past this. Live your life and always love your family. Wish for you.
No, I don't. I don't want that. I want to be with you. No one else but you. There it is. Death to the heretic.
Death to the heretic!
Get back in here, Michelle. Open the door. If my choice is to live on without you, I'd rather.
Find a nice man.
What? Why?
Family. Mother and a sister love you. Here with me. Like this. Thank you. Light and
Don't say that.
have been the brightest day. But if there is a next life, hope you don't mind if I pray that we're able to find each other once more. World body.
Michelle.
So I want you to take this voice,
Okay.
and I guess I'm gonna spoil it here for you.
It's
This
Didier.
is Didier. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's a knight. He's a knight. I know he's a knight. Okay. So they did actually. So his family did actually send him over here. Michelle.
I thought I was prepared. I was doing good to be proud of. I would give my life for her with head held high. But it wasn't long before I realized what it meant. He'd warned me about that ultimate war.
It is our holy duty as knights of the church to deliver punishment unto the heathen who made a pact with the devil. You are sentenced to death, your body to be hanged upon the cross for 3 days and 3 nights, wherein your unholy flesh shall be purified by the fires of heaven.
Get up at the voice in the helm, brother.
You shall now be executed. Do you have any final words?
That was not hurt. Somewhat sense to me. Led me ahead. This idiot.
Men wield swords and fight against dangerous enemies, and they do so to protect the weak, women and children. I'm here to protect you and your mother.
Why are you pointing your sword at me? Frowning.
Though your transformation was too much for mother and father to accept. With enough time, everything will go back to the way it was before, just like it did for myself and George. None of this is your fault. It was all unfortunate timing.
It would all go back to normal with it.
You don't know what that meant, though.
Says I'm cursed. You'll always be on my side. You'll always be my brothers. Put my trust in you once more, Gideon.
You absolutely can, Michel. I swear to God on high.
I spent years here in this dark house waiting, believing you would come. But why? Why are you standing there, a dozen nights back, saying that I am to be? Dare cry, Michel. Standing here, door as a man. Mustn't cry. Who is it you're sentencing to death? Michelle Bollinger or
Demon child, naturally. Or a witch, perhaps.
but why?
Just following orders.
Not an angel sent from heaven or a demon child. Am I? What on earth am I? Are you?
You're a Bollinger. You're all family. And that's all there is to it.
Brothers.
Our familial bonds have long since been severed, cursed witch.
World. Never.
Kill him.
Pain from within. Heart cracked off. Nope. That.
I feel like you're allowed.
Yeah.
I don't know what the minimum number of stab wounds is before a man's allowed to cry, but I think he's hit the
yeah,
number.
the threshold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Broad shoulder. Simple but thought. You. Adoration for thought you. Thought would put those big hands. Would welcome her into the family. We could go on our outings. Maybe she could make something. George would rifle through the basket. Idiot would scold him. Likely. Out of reach as I knew it was. Had to faint. faith in you. But oh, if what comes next could be my memories of these events after being pierced by Didier's, found myself that would be made. Watched as soul dragged along with it.
Burn ya.
I will down to the nearby village.
Assault and burn. It's
Mm.
basics. Come on. The knights. Oh, whoops. The knights have returned from their holy quest. Oh, how we've awaited your arrival. How glorious it is to see you.
Waiting for a large crowd, holding torches. Several of them. The men who had come to ransack. Ah, the Lord judgment hath been delivered upon the witch, cursed mansion by his holy servant. No longer shall we live in fear of the curse befalling us. Eternal peace assured. We have assembled all the tools to execute your divine mission. A cross befitting of such a height. That which threatened to curse us, sullied our pure ears with its blasphemy.
Well,
Hadn't cursed
I
him.
think he did. If we wind back the tape, I believe.
merely when defending myself.
Fair enough. That I'll give you.
They had been armed and outnumbered me. So I had
It was a curse of self-defense, 100%.
Did what I said was necessary to chase them off. Our poor harvest and our suffering at the hands of the greedy lord were all the work of the witch. They acted. Why was I the sin? Why did I? My soul trembled at the overwhelming fervor, their zealous desire to see judgment. Prayed. Grant me the circles. Let my voice reach my brother. Body. Please hear my voice. Me better than that. You know I've done nothing wrong. Men smirking at the sight of my body. They're the ones putting the blame for their sins on me. Please tell me you, at least, don't think I did this. If it was Mother who saw me out to the church, then surely you can give me a respectable burial. The nails and rope for the crucifixion. They would have you, O knight, deliver the Lord's judgment unto the vile witch. Why do you accept the tools this man presents you? Tools meant to punish me. Tell me, Didier.
Crucifixion.
Crucify it!
Crucify the witch!
Brother lowered my corpse to the ground and began removing clothing. That very moment, I realized the purpose of hangings. Wound by a hopeless tears.
Yeah, it's like a funeral.
Please, Nathan, Pat, don't expect people. My body, did he? Don't do it. Of course. And he proceeded to remove my clothing. For a brief moment, an unpleasant erratic crackling torches sound that then with a mock ha ha, so there it is. Devilish. Look away. Just get it over with and burn me now. One simple thing was missing. Frame like my heart was love with. You sold your soul to the devil, and this is what you do. This frightful, reprehensible creature to dare defile the sacred body God bless you. There's no way to make them understand. They not possibly imagine how miserable it was to live in a body that didn't fit the shape of your. There's no way to get through to them in the slightest bit. All I wanted to be was what I felt I was. Really so heinous? This. Don't humiliate me any further. Please just part this way. Please. Carry my body away from this place. I ask. If you can't do that, at least burn me instead. Yeah. Yeah. Then place. Bound my arms together at the wrists with rope, then drove a nail. Tried to close my eyes. My vision remained perfectly clear despite constant.
That's the ghost problems,
yeah.
Right? Your eyelids are now translucent.
Right. When he had finished attaching my body to the cross, he and several other knights ground, planting it in the center of the village. The villagers showered the knights with their gratitude, not for lack of truth. My soul was trapped there. Body. Dead ear didn't say a word the entire full day hanging there. Dusk premised. The night, dead ear included, long since pulled up. Despite all my prayers, I left to rot on the passerbys, rocks, or children laughed. Mother warned her daughter to all God's teaching. By 48 hours, black feathered birds and couldn't imagine less pleasantest body to expose for.
That's a rough one.
A rough one. Yeah. Group of children assembled in the square not far from the cross, and soon after a competition began to take down. Gathered all the rocks they could find and started corpses. Stones ripped through. Eventually, they settled on the winner, one who had torn off the most flesh. Fine. They were gone. Birds flocked in.
So go that way, Disco Elysium.
Third day, and night came and went. Sunrise on the fourth day. Visitor.
Watch your step, madam. The crucifix is this way.
Because I think this is the mother.
Oh, well. Wait, was I? Oh.
After everything I'd been through.
You're welcome to pick it up.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I don't remember.
That's fine. After everything I'd been through.
It's probably old lady.
Yeah, I thought nothing more could possibly affect me. I'd sunk as far down into the abyss as I could go. However, she was older and bonier. It bagged in their dark, they looked like bruises. Her once lustrous blonde hair I would always recognize.
Do you want me to take that?
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take
it.
13 years since I last heard the voice. It had grown raspy, weak. Okay. But there was still distinct traces in it.
After the fact, God!
There were still distinct traces in it of the woman who had raised me, who had stayed at my bedside, sick. I'd lacked a physical body. I felt a deep, piercing chill at this.
Mother, this is not my daughter. I did not birth this accursed. No, 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 no. I am a victim. As I suffered at the hands of this witch. He stole my daughter from me, tormenting me endlessly, tormenting me, trying to ruin me. A demon, you demon. I despise you, you foul, hellish monster.
Loved you.
You took everything from me.
I never bring myself to hate my brother.
I feel nothing but revulsion for you. Eternity in the fire of hell would be too good for you.
To grieve the things you said and did, I still remember the feeling of your hand in mine as I lay sick in bed.
I have absolutely no relationship with this demon.
Writing you letters, kept pretending to be a girl for you, because I didn't want to hurt you.
This is not my daughter.
Doing it, but I sat down the right one, came out a whole wreck. Often before. Even so,
Send this monster straight to hell.
Mother, I don't want to push you any further off the edge.
Quickly, be free of this cursed thing.
I was still did, and
Please, be at ease, madam. The Lord has heard your prayers. He wants you to cast the demon into the cleansing fires. He wants you to show him that, as you say, you have no relation to this unholy thrall.
fucking church in the middle.
Yeah.
Gladly,
People suck, but that was a very bad one.
Yeah.
gladly. I'll gladly send this foul creature to the depths of hell, deepest pits of hell. Own 2 hands.
That's what's
Right.
really frustrating. Some of this, though, it's like, yeah, they could have, like, this could be a story about something very similar to this happening today, and making it like including the cartoonish evil, like assault and torture and so on down the line, and then coming back. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, man, like this could have been a real story about some like, and it feels like they're going so hard in the paint with all of this that it's like all of this emotional torment, this could fit without any of the like very graphic depictions of like assault or any of the other stuff, and it still would work. And I wish that they had told this story, or that they had included a vignette that was in the modern era or something, I guess, is where I'm at now.
We're not
If
done
they
yet,
had done
Eric.
that, okay. If they don't, then it feels like they're just like copping out. It's been bugging me for a while, and I think I finally picked on like that's what I think it is. I don't know. I didn't mean to like just burst out with that in the midst again, but it's like
Her eyes swirling with every
but
hateful emotion imaginable. Mother took the torch from the priest. Flame crackled, consuming my body, filling the square with a stench of. Through the cloud of smoke, a faint rest of me. When the inferno had devoured everything across itself. Rather, things I saw, things I was harrowing. Morgana had been right. Came after. Eroded my spirit. Trained me of. Rather than give into hatred. Bad of my. I didn't curse or prayed for my crumble. Fading into darkness. Fingers. Well, then your fingers went.
you said first.
Oh, the first to go. Okay, good. Then my eyes. All sound vanished. My soul completely, totally couldn't stand to allow my soul to the living world. Some length of time later, I began to hear a sound. No longer human in form. Sound gradually.
Where are you, Michel? What are you doing? I'm still praying. I'm still wishing for you to appear before me. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I've been praying for so long. I don't even know how long it's been. Before you left, you said you were going to pray too. You said you hoped we could meet again in another life. I'm not misremembering, am I?
At the point where she was starting to lose herself.
Mm-hmm. Michelle, come back to me soon.
But it took. My body and soul had been take several lifetimes.
Michelle, all I can remember about you is your name, your glassy white skin, your fiery red eyes, and your snow-colored hair. Nothing else.
Thought, my mind, in my body, my spirit, in my eradicated voice. I felt thought, conscious. Voice slowly buried the overwhelming. Began to search for the source of that. Chasing a tiny fleck of light, the one thing in the world that seemed dire.
Michelle, I'm no longer the girl I once was. I built a thick cocoon around myself. A cocoon I can't break free of. My own protective shell is devouring me. I'm waiting for you, Michelle. Waiting for you inside my shell.
Waiting for Michelle inside Michelle.
Mm. My shell. That's probably on purpose, I bet.
Probably.
That name choice already got a lot of thought. I wouldn't doubt that's a good catch. Always waiting. Will you be able to recognize the person I've become? Please, Michelle. Get me out of here.
And long. Had absolute certainty that if I followed it, I would reach this voice. I had to set them free. Desperately back to them, given to me. Purpose is the void was so expansive, and reaching the end of the light was no struggling to it for my barely held together soul thin till it crumbled apart once again and lost myself. I can't account for much of my the gaps in my memory are large and infrequent. Nevertheless, countless cycles breaking down, reassembling myself. The hundreds of years of wandering, finally found my way back. When the two of us had our long-awaited reunion, neither of us endeavor to warn my soul, but a vague shadow, completely the voice. That was the beginning. Met each other anew, lost, broken, void of life. Despair that filled emptiness I felt as my crumbled into
Michel,
the
poor soul who was named for an angel and born of a curse. To bear it unfairly, great. I am the only one who sympathizes. The only one who understands your pain. Only one willing. I'm sure you're not feeling particularly fond of me. Not after I made you relive the past you saw. Every moment. Not after I revealed your every last secret. Your every last secret to the woman you love. But you must face the truth, my dear. You put your life, your very soul on the line for this. And even she would not accept you. As I had said before, the normal. He's no worse than. You simply aren't something people can accept. Even if your family wouldn't, even if your dear brothers wouldn't, Giselle would be able to for you. She alone was different. That she alone wanted you in her life. She alone would extend her hand for you. Never doubted that, did you? Hope exists to be crushed. The stronger you cling to that hope, the more you have to lose. You can hear that, can't you? Mocking you, scorning you, rejecting everything that defines you. Emotion in her voice. This is the woman you fought hard to get back. To it, my dear. Focus on her voice.
Oh, a lot of disgusting here. Just in case. Please. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Can you blame her, though? For hundreds of years, waited, trusting. Came back to her a woman more than once. You think about it, you betrayed her first.
No, stop. I didn't.
Tell me, what was it like? How did it feel to be born and live as a woman? Spent your life insisting you weren't a woman, and yet your soul chose a female body to return. All those gaps in your memory were from your life. Great hand. First, there was a kind, mild-mannered, flaxen-haired boy. You, a woman, and he, a man, were joined in. And then there was the deranged man beast. By exposing your female body to him, you were able to temporarily contain his madness.
Come on, Michael, hold it together. And Michelle, hold it together.
And finally, there was the man obsessed with money and power. Were his wife ever faithful, waiting patiently for him to remember his. You put your faith in the wrong person's love. How can you expect her not to be disgusted, forced to watch her kids? And she loved was born as a woman and had relation to men. Would you like to know what you're doing right now, right in this moment, Michelle? You're crying. Crying as you've done so many times. Yes, they wash away. Would you also like to know how you look right? Put into your final moments, both in body and in heart. Look at yourself, my. Your body, incomplete, partially male. The wound still pierced by your brother, whom you trusted completely. And the night joining. Blood still flows from those wounds. Not so long as you. It's not pleasant, is it? It hurts quite. Not inflict those wounds on. They are your own, and no. You've lost everything, Michel. Tell me, what do you have left? Robbed of your pride, your dignity, your life, your identity, your very existence. Love you thought you still had. Well, gone and left you behind, too. And still you refuse to curse anyone. Why do you not take what you deserve? Those who stole have every right. Since I'm offering you the means to have it. Curse them, my dear. Not curse. You disappoint me. But if that's what you want, you won't join me in hatred. And so, that we are as simple as much as it will release you. I will even wish for your reconstruction into the body desire. Send into the mortal realm as a human man, never to set foot in its cursed man. Imagine it. Waiting for so long, and they be able to obtain the body through death, to have a wife and throne. Wouldn't that just be lovely? That wish for you, my can have all you have to do out the door. That easy. Just let go. I'll go. I not falling for that shit. I think this is Giselle.
Don't listen to her, you schmuck. Don't trust anything she says. Don't trust anything she shows you. Michelle, you told me you believed in my love. That if I could survive for hundreds of years, it must be real. So don't start doubting it now. Open your eyes, Michelle, and look at me. Listen to me, please. Listen to the sound of my voice. Michelle, will you listen to what I really think? How I actually feel? I would never ever push you away. Do you remember what I said, Michelle? When you broke through the cocoon I had built around myself? I said that I would never come to hate you. I still stand by that. My feelings haven't changed in the slightest. It doesn't matter what kind of past you had, or what kind of secrets you kept. I still love you. You accepted me, Michelle. I spent hundreds of years trapped in this place, watching as tragedy after tragedy befell its residents, slowly losing my grip on myself until I'd been twisted so far I could tell them like stories with a cold smile on my face. And despite what I'd become, you still took my hand. You still said you loved me. No matter what horrors you've experienced, I'll always and forever take your hand. Michelle. Please, have faith in me, Michelle. Don't believe in what some illusion says. Believe me. Believe the real me.
Never once doubted you.
What?
Never. Love.
Michel.
I hated that I was so weak I could by a phantasm made to look like didn't see me like that. I didn't want you to know I was so weak. My past. See me now. Pitiful, slightly mess. I couldn't stand the thought of you seeing any of that. Only in your memories. Only for you. Wanted to be gallant. Be a man. Be the man who never cried, never showed weakness, who died trying to protect you. Didn't want you to know. So weak. I was such a not even a real man.
Michel.
And I was telling the truth. I opened the door to our past in order to bring you back. That wasn't the whole story. I kept details about myself out. Things that would make me look bad. No one as shameful and unreprehensible as me.
No, Michel. There's no one in this world as admirable as you. You remain true to yourself to the end. No matter how bad things got. Day after day, you fought all alone, despite being put through hell. Yet you chose not to curse those responsible. Only once did you ever consider cursing someone. Your father, who's a dick. I remember that day very well. I was too stupid to realize it at the time. But you did that for me. The one time you ever wanted to curse someone was for me. Give yourself a little more credit. You did, perhaps, come off as a bit inscrutable, but deep down, you're truer to yourself than anyone. Your motivation's simple and pure. Your heart full of kindness. Know that you're a wonderful, admirable man, Michel. Be proud of who you are.
Change. What you said. Was. I was. Girl. A portrait. Me. All me. Back. More than once. Growing up a woman and disappearing. Hurting you. Completely unaware. Away. Leaving nothing but tragedy in my wake. Never forgive myself.
Have faith in yourself, Michel. Follow your heart. I know it was a secret you didn't want revealed, but for me, I couldn't be happier to know the truth because it shows just how incredibly much you love me. And not only in life, the hundreds of years I spent trapped in this mansion, you spent searching for me. In that vast, empty, hopeless void, you heard my voice. Your love guided you to me. When you had lost everything, your love for me still lived on. Even as it tore you apart, you kept fighting to make it back to me. A few blanks in your memory doesn't account for how someone so fiercely determined could suddenly become a different person.
But still, how am I supposed to believe that? How am I supposed to believe that wasn't me? Everything about us is the same.
You're not the white-haired girl, Michelle. Have faith in your own heart and the things you stand for. Have faith in your true self, the person you are, the shape of your soul. You were never the white-haired girl, and you never will be. Remember when you first arrived at the mansion, Michelle? I took your hand, and together we watched dozens of different lives play out. Were your memories anywhere among them? It wasn't behind those doors that you found yourself, but in the remnants of the months we shared here. Was the white-haired girl anywhere in your memories? You are Michelle. No one else.
Body.
I know you, Michelle. I know who you are, deep down. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I want you to understand that, to know how I feel. Though we only shared our love for a month in life, it was enough for me to wait hundreds of years for your return.
That
Man.
is bold.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, they were like
Friendly
they
for
lived like together for like a year,
Yeah.
so it's not like. But that sounds bad.
Yeah.
That sounds not good.
I guess when you know, you know.
I don't know about that. And you fought with everything you had to make it back to me, to get me out of here. Undercutting what is,
A beautiful story.
yeah, wholesome love story or whatever, I guess, obviously. You are the greatest man I have ever known.
So, what is it? Always managed to see. Give me
Because you're a ghost. We've been over this.
Give me exactly what I want. Smile. A damned smile. A single ray of light in the end of the dark. Say exactly what I so desperately. The words I sought for. So, out for her. But she's afraid. Outline hazy, blending. All I managed to grab is want more than anything to feel her warmth. Yeah. Please, Giselle, don't leave my side again.
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. I'm not going anywhere. Put your hands on my shoulders.
Can't see them.
Wrap your arms around me.
I don't know where you are. I can't. I want to so much, but I can't feel there at all.
We're ghosts, Michelle. I can't make this any clearer. You can, Michelle, I promise. Close your eyes.
Eve.
Think happy thoughts. Now reach forward slowly. You can feel me there, can't you? That's my finger, and that's my hair. Oh, that's my eye. Damn, nailed it. And here are my lips. And here's my heart, where I keep all the feelings you gave back to me. And my love for you. I mean, I'm not a brain doctor, but I'm not sure that that checks out. In body and in spirit, I am all yours. You sense me here beside you?
I.
Now, hold on and don't let go. You know, it's kind of funny. We're like two awkward kids around each other, bound together by a love so amazingly powerful. Yet we only ever held hands a few times. And embracing is like some incredible achievement for us.
Weirdos.
Hey, you know. And we're supposed to be full grown adults. Kiss me, Michelle. We never got a chance while we were alive. Or are you going to tell me to wait again?
Feel my way around the emptiness where she is. Her lips, which called me Matt. This woman who. Somewhere between. Her warmth. Vision her face before. I'm sure. This is like the visual novel equivalent of a JRPG boss fight against a god. And I
Silly.
press my lips against hers. Quick clumsy affair. Little peck. Yes, two grown adults might be. Nonetheless, gentle warmth spreads through my body. Place our lips. Sensation so pleasant, nice. Hardly believe it's real. Surroundings. The world takes place. Tranquil life created by Giselle, which to match darkness. Difference is, now I'm not afraid to step. Well, it took a single ear. Can't see. Heart. Won't fall. Thoroughly hesitating. I'm through hesitating. Wavering about fear of my own weakness. Will look to the future. Believe in myself. Me. Doesn't carry work to do.
Is that your Discord noise?
I'm sorry?
Is that your Discord noise going off?
Oh, I don't hear anything on my end. What are you hearing?
The Discord message alert.
Oh, no, that's not from me.
I've turned mine off.
Mine are off.
Weird. Okay.
I have work to do. No more looking away from my
Sorry,
responsibility.
everybody.
The light dims and darkness begins to take over. Hear her voice.
I thought it was coming through the stream. I don't know. Weird. Whatever. Imagining things. Michelle, can I ask you to lend your hand to someone? You've set me free, and now I'd like you to do the same for her. This is something I don't think anyone else can do. Only you can rid the mansion of its darkness. I'm here with you too. So let's open the final door together. The true final door. We can put an end to all of this tragedy. I know we can. Now, off we go, Michelle. And do not let go of my hand.
Reality fate. Looking at floods. Standing at the back and bitter hate first.
To tell you the truth, I didn't see this coming. This is my domain. You were supposed to be locked up. But it would seem my will is not as absolute as I had thought. What would you call that? The power of love? Is that what's allowed this to happen? Oh, you're right. There's magic. Where's the magic? The miracle?
Think of one other reason she was able to. The only way we'll be able to find the power we need to cast off the darkness of. But first, before anything else, must open this door.
Nonsense that woman filled your head with. It certainly seems to have put some fight into it. Well, good for you, my dear. A little confidence boost doesn't erase the fact that you were on the ground, crawling to the filth like a worm, tears streaming down your face as you tried to ignore what lay before you. Well, self-esteem isn't going to make you less helpless when you step through that door.
Stop me from trying. Done acting like you're some inevitability, some force from nature. Time for me to take a stand, Morgana. Around the door has a distinct chill to it. Arms, once bloodied and lapped, whole again. Feel my body, everything back in its rightful place. Taking a breath, lift my head, focus my door, push it over, resting on the back of my other palm, soft and ready to meet the real Morgana. Oh man. through the single window sitting atop high through the single window sitting high atop the wall shines a ray of light. I will say, before we meet the real Morgana, I have very deliberately given her the voice I have given her. You'll see why in a minute. Black butterfly flutters.
Skeletor, I hope.
A black butterfly flutters within the beam. Its form is indistinct, wavering like a mirage as it ascends.
A crypt keep.
Then, from within the darkness, a person. Field of the real. Still a child. In her tail, knows she died. Hatred for. But knowing and seeing her. Sight of her bony, painful reminder that she chance to no happiness, no adulthood, or being right. And as soon monsters would be your first reaction. A face, a body like this. How very sweet of you, Michel.
It's, not, but you get a bone arm. Solid.
So tell me, what exactly do you mean to do now that you're here? The ultimate goal was, as I understood it, to take Giselle back. She's no longer here for me to return to you. She broke out of my cage, and exhausted what remained of her soul to show herself to you. I cannot perceive even a trace of her presence any longer. I presume her soul shattered, dissipating into nothing. Now, she's right here beside me. Is that so? You seem to believe as much anyway. Which only makes your presence here a bigger mystery. Oh, I know. You want revenge. Made you miserable while you were still alive. I continue to torment you in death. You entrusted me with Giselle's life, and I used her for my own ends. You must despise me. Hatred fills you. You want to curse me, to kill me. My death could well mean the end of all of this. Shall I grant you that wish? Finger. The next second, a long sword clatters to the floor at my feet. Before we continue with the story, I have to let you know that Morgana is the most tsundere of all fucking visual novel I have ever met. Take the blade in your hands, and like the knight of old who executed the witch, pierce my heart with it. Do now what should have happened then. You always wanted to be a knight, didn't you? Go on, pick it up. Show me your revulsion, my dear.
Playing around with knives tends to be more yandere territory.
Yeah, oh yeah, I guess yandere. Yeah, you're probably right. Morgana, I do have a reason for being here. I came to save you. You hit your head on the way up.
Okay. All right. Maybe you were right.
You came to save who? I spent so long trying to look away when I should have been trying to look deeper. To tell you the truth, your constant chattering in the darkness evoked more than annoyance in me. I empathize with your loneliness. I bear no hatred for you. My despair that brought you back to life. So that makes it my responsibility to end this. My own wish to give me all the redemption I need. Should I be expecting another self-righteous lecture about how hatred does you no good? Brilliant, Michael. Brilliant, Michelle. Brilliant. Do you have any idea how absurdly presumptuous you're being? Trying to force your idea of redemption on someone who has no interest in it? The tale you showed me was the whole truth. I would have said you could revile those heartless men as much as you pleased. But I refuse to believe that's the whole story. The men I saw beyond the first 3 doors had genuine concerns and worries. They felt things, real human emotions, even if those things ultimately led them down a path of destruction. Wanting to do something nice for the ones you care about. Being disgusted at things you've done. Hiding your urges from those around you. You certainly couldn't call them good men. They were real people with real conflicts. So you're saying I'm lying? But I can't say I blame you.
Who would believe the word of a witch? Falsified your account, huh? Tragedy? No. The grisly reality you described, I don't doubt any of that happened. Wouldn't be here otherwise. But I've learned something in my years. Reality exists from more than one perspective. Doesn't change what happened. That two-faced young man deceived me. The beast severed my arm. The greedy, power-hungry lord used me for his own personal gain. Events by themselves do not tell the whole story. Only when you take into account their circumstances, what they thought and felt, their perspectives, only then can you say you've reached the truth. The point being, are you going to march down there where the souls are and ask them for their perspective? Don't waste your breath. Only tell you what benefits them the most. We'll do it our way. We open the door to your past. And if I refuse, this is my domain, my world. It operates in accordance to my will. The door won't open unless I allow it to. Go where, Morgana? I recovered my first memory in front of a mirror. What? The same mirror Giselle used to practice her smile. And in all those hundreds of years, bits of her memory came to reside within it. Every time she stood before that mirror, she had me in her heart. Next, I saw one of my own memories play out in my bedchamber. First day after we opened the windows, when she let the morning sun into my room. That day was a turning point in my life. Telling me all this? Because it means this world doesn't belong only to you. It's also hers. Mine. And that is when we're able to break free. Your wish is, without question, the most powerful of anyone's here. I have more authority over this place than anyone else. There's no denying your position as master of the mansion. But Giselle and I, we too have influence over this domain. I was the one who resurrected you. He who served as your guide. The door will appear, or not. Their souls reside here as well. They may have spin convenient tales, but the memories ingrained upon their souls can tell no lies. All the pieces are on the board. The door will open. If the door does open, what does that change? Nothing those men may have thought or felt can take back what they did to me. This rotting, broken creature they turned me into. I don't care what was going through their heads. They will never have my forgiveness. My hatred is unwavering. My wish will not be undone so easily. Their soul shall suffer for all eternity. We begin, Morgana. Let's get one last lingering question out of the way. What might that be? Who the white-haired girl is? That's your lingering question? They've already established. That was you, Morgana. Oh. So, in a desperate plea to deny you came back as a woman, you're now trying to make me into her? That's perhaps the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That was you, my dear. Don't avert your eyes. You must face reality. I'm not averting my eyes, and I'm not in denial. Faith that I only ever made it back to this mansion once, when I awoke in the rocking chair. Ah. Nevertheless, that hardly justifies accusing me of being the foolish girl. How could you possibly think I was her? Never have I not been present. Never have I not been present in these walls. Not even while she was alive and in the claws of tragedy. My hair is not white, nor are my eyes red. And look at this horrid, festering face. How could I ever become her? Now your soul appears as relevant to this case, Morgana. I will uncover the truth about you, things even you don't know. I can show you that you were, in fact, the white-haired girl. In that moment, will your reality be rewritten? If you're so confident, then be my guest. Find out for yourself just how little you're capable of. Blackness, Station Tower once more. Morgana fades into the distance, leaving me alone in the dark stream. Darkness,
This time, welcome it, praying that be all from the house. Next has no, won't sit back and listen. I don't know what awaits beyond the black. Waits me beyond the black, no matter what it may be. So long as I have the power to provide redemption, never put. Let us open. 8.
Bro.
Oh man, I think this is Mel.
Mel?
Yeah,
Is that the brother?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I brought you some food. You have to eat something. You barely touched your food yesterday. Come on, please.
Put hands on. You can eat.
But it's not gonna last much longer. New York. The boy has a point. If she won't eat, we'll lose our supply of blood. That's not what I meant.
Leave it there.
Well, we'll be back.
Really have to go?
Yeah, things are pretty hectic right now.
Do you suppose you'll be
Tomorrow, same time as today.
have enough time to talk then? So you
Yeah.
hiding something from me? Kind of funny.
You're my sister. I wouldn't keep anything from you.
Self though.
What's so different about me? Right, of course. Don't worry, I'm still your prince. Same as always. Good night, Nellie. My princess. How did I end up? Oh, sorry.
I think it's.
Is it? Okay. How did I end up in this mess? I never wanted this. All I wanted was a quiet life. Someone get me out of here. Take this thing somewhere far away. Tell me, I'm not the bad one here. Oh God, I'm begging you. Just make it all go away. Someone, anyone, get me out of here.
This would be. Do you remember? What was her name? The Beast Girl. Begins with P. Penelope.
Like that, sure. Vaguely.
Had her voice too.
Good. Look. The stars, they're beautiful. Though, with it so bright out, I worry someone might see us. I hope so.
Damned.
A little, but I still want to be with you. You can't just stop being a nun, you know. It's not that simple.
I made vows, sworn my life into the service of God.
What I really enjoy about this here is you're given a hint with the fourth story, with the first story the witch tells you about Michelle and the white hair girl, that she
Right.
does lie in her stories when it's convenient to her, and so then you get here and you're like, wait, these they're not even like she was never a nun in the story of the beast, right? You're like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It was not fair. So much about tradition.
If I were to leave the church, it'd have to be in my next life. I'd like to be a normal girl, lead a normal life. Get married, have kids, and before I know it, I'm an old lady. Thinking, it was an uneventful life. But it was the best I could have asked for. That's my dream. I hope we can be together in our next lives too. Have a nice, quiet life together. It'll be a city on the water, looking out over a beautiful, glimmering emerald sea. Blue skies spreading as far as the eye can see. Sound of those seabirds squalling by the port. Two of us sitting shoulder to shoulder, just looking out over the city. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
It does. I think this is Jacopo.
The Harvest Festival. On the day of the festival.
3 days.
Wake up. Please wake up. Come on.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go with Giselle now.
I think this might be Amity, but I could be crazy. I feel like this forest scene is where what we were looking at when she like laid down in the woods after leaving the man. I could be crazy though.
Open your eyes.
I,
Michelle.
It probably is Giselle.
also, I do want to prepare you. The final chapter is the most visual novel of all the chapters.
Yeah,
so
I just noticed the shift in like portrait usage and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, we're
diving deep into the visual novel. We're at the roots now. Right. I'm. The light feels needles in my eyes. First thing I see beyond the mansion's darkness is the sun glares mercilessly overhead. Gentle breeze blows past, and I can hear birds chirping from several different directions. The breath I take fills my lungs with the scent of earth. Spent since I've been in the light. Almost, I'm alive again. Almost. What on earth? The era Morgana?
Michelle.
Huh?
Oh, thank goodness. You can hear me. Good morning, Master. I hope you slept well.
Hmm.
Oh, is that voice really yours?
I swear it's me. 100%. Not to mention. Wait, not that mean old phony. So don't you worry.
Just not expecting to be able to hear you here.
I did say I would always be by your side.
Believed. But where are you? Can't see you anywhere.
Okay, so ghosts. We've been over it. No, well, I'm not exactly sure myself.
I think she's like inside Michelle. Not 100% on that. You
Huh.
don't know.
I don't know how to describe it. It's pitch dark all around me, like black smoke churning in the darkness. It feels a lot like inside the mansion, but I don't think I'm actually in the mansion.
Wait then.
In between. I can see a shimmering light off in the distance through the fog, and I hear sounds coming from that direction. It's like the outside world is leaking through the light. I can see the trees rustling, I hear birds singing. I can't see you though, so I assumed I was seeing through your eyes. Huh. I thought I'd try to getting your attention.
That means see everything I can.
Seems so. Though I don't think I can see quite as clearly as you.
Be here to feel this too. Experience it in my place even. Well, I could see and feel the world through the doors. It was strictly in the capacity of an observer. We were merely watching, not actually present in the tales.
What does that mean?
This time, it's like I've been resurrected and dropped into the participant. Ah, this is a very interesting chapter. It's all so vivid. Everything the mansion lacked, it's all here, and I can feel it so clearly. Wish you could have been the one to experience.
It's okay, Michelle. I know you'll dispel the darkness I'm in, won't you?
Why?
Look, I don't really. If you're in the shadow realm, it's gonna be a while before I can get one of the what is it? God damn it, pieces of the puzzle or oh shit,
Plane shift.
Millennium items. I don't. Yu-Gi-Oh. I can't remember
get
what
you,
they're
yeah.
called.
I will.
Shit, would have been a great joke. More than happy to just being able to hear your voice. And being able to see what you see. It's like a miracle.
I'm glad to know you're here. Have the chance to hear your voice again. Thank you so much for saving me. If you hadn't shown up, I'd be here.
Oh no, I should be thanking you.
Guys, this fucking circle jerky do each
Right.
other all the time. I mean, I get it.
It's like fucking one of you two needs to be more secure. I don't know who's gonna have to take the first step, but it's like dancing. If nobody's leading, it's a mess. I was overjoyed to learn how much you really cared about me. There's so many things I want to say right now. So many things I want you to know. So many thank yous. And so many I love yous.
Yeah.
I know. Is that really the best response you've got? Surely you can do better than that.
My head just.
You can't just like jump at somebody with that shit. That's not fair.
Embarrassing me.
We're in your head. I am somewhat disappointed by one thing, though. I can't get any hugs or kisses since I'm not there in person.
Giselle. we got a whole chapter of this, buddy. Hang on. Here we go.
It's gonna be a long one. Oh, come on. You're not very good at this, are you? Obviously.
You're good at picking up on how much you're embarrassing me.
Or she gets great joy from that, you dumb. I'd expect at the very least a me too. Or a thank you. Thank you. It's not right, but it's better than nothing.
We should start by figuring out when and where exactly this is.
Objectively wrong answer. You're not even trying, are you?
Do the best I can. Don't ask any more of this.
It's okay, though. I may not be able to see you, but we're together either way. You know, Michelle, I think I might be able to help, too. Well, I can't be there in person. I can give you ideas. Another point of view when you're not sure about something. With the two of us together, we'll find a way through this. Where to begin? What do you say we get our bearings? List out exactly what we need to take care of.
Yeah. Frazzled at the moment.
What? Why?
Then we'd just be observers. The other doors. Searching their memories for clues.
I don't know. It's been a rough couple of hours.
Yeah.
Like it's been a lot.
Yeah, I've been through literal hell. You have too. Never expected I'd actually be thrown into the era.
True. It's not like all the. It's not at all like the other doors.
No matter how the rules may change, I'm seeing this. If our guess is correct and we've arrived in Morgana's past, we need to uncover the truth before we find those events. Or rather, three men's circumstances. They felt, what drove them. My gut tells me there's something to be found there, and Morgana doesn't know. Could be wrong, and it's possible that even if I am right, Fine won't do anything to quell her hatred, but we won't be talking out of it. Sure, words won't break through that kind of animosity. Need something bigger, something she could never have, something that will turn her entire worldview on its head.
The white-haired girl might be a good place to start. She showed up at the mansion again and again, as though led there by some supernatural force. And she was involved with all three men in some way. I can't think of anyone else with such deep ties to both the mansion and the men. But at the same time, I have a hard time convincing myself that the Morgana we know and the white-haired girl could be the same person.
Can be. It actually leads me to believe there's something.
There must be something. Some secrets we haven't figured out yet that we can use. So let's find it. If we are in the past, though, I wonder, maybe we could change it? Bad plan. This could be a huge chance for us.
Go back to the future, Marty.
Yeah, we could prevent Morgana's death, or 9/11, or we could stop whatever's looking and let them down this path.
That's an idea. It's actually possible. Maybe we can question it.
Now I'm getting kind of pumped. Quick. Got my game face on and I'm ready to do this. You are from
Yeah, the
at
Middle
least
Ages.
1997 or later. Like game
Right.
face is around, but I don't know when pumped would be used. No.
Doesn't do much good if no one can see it.
It's a figure of speech. Okay. Things first. We need to find the mansion. Morgana should be at the top of the observation tower. And the three men shouldn't be too far off either. So the question is, where are we?
Recognize the surroundings at all. Really left, man. Not especially familiar with the lay of the land. Plus, the
was
mansion
she fucking
moved multiple times.
a lot. That was the thing that it did. Give me a little spin, would you?
As she requests, I spin around, looking like a madman out in the forest. Through the dense woods, I spot a cluster of what these stone formations. Squinting to get a better look, realize they're buildings. Decently far off, but it appears to be the edge of a city.
I think that might be the village I stayed at for a while. Nailed it, dude. That is the same panel they showed us in the forest. This is the. I bet you money.
Bit big for a village.
Don't you remember what Amity said about the village's history?
Bastard.
Michel, you didn't think something uncharacteristically vulgar just now, did you?
I did. Dream of it.
Wait, so she can't, definitely cannot hear what's in his
Yeah.
head, it seems. Okay.
Yes, I remember. He said it was once much larger, and that it was destroyed in a single week by the curse. Except rather than a curse, it was seized. That's the same city, and it fits with what Morgana had said happened.
I believe he also said something about there being a large bridge on the outskirts of the city, and that following the path from there would lead to the mansion. So let's head down to the city. You don't sound very enthusiastic. Are you nervous? You might have to talk to someone.
Yes,
Yeah, don't be shitty, Giselle. Don't worry, you got me here. Yeah, that'll help.
treat me like I'm antisocial.
You're not?
No, that's not what's bothering me. It's
Well, yes, but that's not what I mean. That's regular.
something about this whole thing feels off. World we're in. I'm probably overthinking things. But now's not the time for that. Need to get moving. Waste time. Get to the Anything else comes with that. Step like a grass flattening. As I
Millennium items. Sorry, that's what they were called.
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
gotcha.
Sorry.
I weave my way to the trees towards the city. The sensation of having a living flesh and blood body slowly returns.
My brain's wrong. I was able to stave it off that long until I needed to find out. Yeah.
Huh?
A white-haired man just appeared out of nowhere. And he's talking to himself. I gotta get away before he does something.
I mean, yourself too.
Are we in his head?
Hold it right there, Mel.
No.
You don't
He
get to
seems
call
to
me
have heard.
crazy and then just run off.
How do you know my name? This is how you get branded a witch, Michelle. Get it together.
Why wouldn't I? We're just in the mansion together.
Empirically false statement. Mansion? What are you talking about? This is a classic rookie time traveler mistake.
Right, he hasn't become the shadow in the mansion yet.
Yep. There you go. I doubt I would forget seeing someone as unusual as you. Who are you? And where did you come from?
There. Know that myself.
Don't. You're witch. This is how it happens. Say something, Michelle. He's not getting any less suspicious of you. You have to come up with some way to break the tension. I'm dying in here.
Improvisation isn't exactly my strong suit.
Oh my god. Ah!
I am God.
I was sleeping in a tree is not much better, but this is open blasphemy. I don't like.
There's a lot of humor in this last chapter.
Okay. Michelle, even I wouldn't believe you if you told me that.
I already regret it.
You're one of those pagan missionaries, aren't you? Here to spread the word of some other new god.
How he thinks I'm loony.
I should get going.
Oh, hold on. You can't leave until I've made a better impression.
No, really, I've actually already heard the good news. Thank you. My parents raised me not to talk to scary people like you. I'm with you on that one, Mr. and Mrs. Rhodes.
God, this is a disaster. I was joking. I didn't actually mean I was God. Looking at me like I'm mad.
That still doesn't explain how you knew my name. have you been stalking me?
Why would anyone follow you around? It was
Shitty.
all coincidence. You look a lot like an acquaintance of mine. So imagine my surprise when it turns out you have the same name as him.
Nailed it. Perfect. Perfectly executed cover. Okay. We'll go with that for now.
Probably trust a bear before me at this point. Anyway, it would seem that, like Morgana's, I'm the only one who can hear Giselle's voice.
That's a plus. Regardless, you wouldn't have any luck converting anyone here anyway.
Again, I'm not. Hold on. Why do you say that?
Everyone around here worships the Saintess. Sometimes I think she's got more follower than God the Father himself.
Like she's big on TikTok.
She's practically her own religious figure.
Yes.
You've never heard of her? She's a nun down by the church. Everyone calls her the Saintess.
No, actually, I have heard of her tales.
I would be surprised if you hadn't. Anyway, in a few days, we're gonna hold a festival at the church to celebrate the spring harvest. So while that's going on, I don't think you'll have much luck proselytizing.
Him to be a missionary in his mind now, aren't I?
Yes.
When exactly is this harvest festival?
In 3 days. You should stick around for it.
Died when the bell told noon. No. I mean, she's got that much.
This will be the first time we've held the festival, so everyone's excited to make it a big event. Something really memorable.
Dying by seemingly pleasant. So
If her death is 3 days from now, that might give us enough time to do something about it.
did I ask you to show me the way to the church? I'd like to join in on the.
Sure, yeah. Of course. Church's doors are open to all. Friends and family and heathen missionaries alike. It's not far. Follow me.
No. Good to me.
Fucking heathens.
But this is really a strange experience. This is a boy from a completely different time period. Would have never had the opportunity. He's here, then presumably the Morgana's wish for the destruction. Actually, this smell doesn't seem like a different person played a part. Trouble believing he would.
I mean, I was scared for a minute there. That could have gone a lot worse. Plus, we managed to make contact with Mel in record time.
Oh, guess this isn't.
You don't want him to hear you talking to yourself again. So that's why you're not saying anything to me, isn't it?
I just. Actually, I think I can talk to you without speaking. When it's blue text, I
Try
can.
that. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Test 1 2 test. How are you doing that?
A lot of experience talking.
Boom! You are a ghost. That really drives home how bizarre things were for you in that mansion.
Not in similar circumstances. Done it together.
Yeah, now that you mention it. What a bizarre time we've both had in that mansion.
Guessing this.
Yes.
Oh, what's your impression of him?
My impression? That he's the same Mel as always?
Little detail, please.
He's an amicable young man. Nice enough to show you to show a complete stranger around.
Ghana's version of the story. Trader doesn't seem the kind of person who would classically.
He had to have some reason.
Hardly had enough time to earn his trust and convince him to have to put the knowledge I already have.
Oh, that reminds me.
And then explain it.
No, about Morgana. When you were alive, she was always right there with you, like I am now, right?
Offense. Didn't seem to care when or where. We just start talking.
Whenever?
Most part, yes. Wanted. Well,
You don't have to worry about that with me. I know when to keep my mouth shut. Promise. You said you feel like you're alive again, right?
my five senses all seem to be working order. Oh, yes.
Which means you'll also be getting hungry, tired, sleepy, and you'll, you know,
Leak.
that is not what I was thinking, but sure. You'll have to go to the bathroom while it is. I'll be polite and
Welcome to
I'm
the final
fine.
chapter.
And close my eyes and plug my ears while you're doing it.
uh, the possessor to bring that up. Does she even realize what she's saying?
Probably not. Oh gosh, now I'm red as the tomato.
That answers that. Moving right along then. We need to discuss how we're going to go about this.
Right, that.
Harvest Festival is our deadline. Doesn't give us very much time. Need a plan for when we arrive at the match.
How about we spill their secret? Tell everyone about the girl they've got locked up in the tower and force them to set her free.
How do you think that's going to go, Giselle?
Probably like a fire or something. Surely they wouldn't stand for that.
Perhaps, but would leave me.
Mm,
I
Uh,
walked in and said I came from the future and I know what's going to happen.
well, you could skip that part.
Would anyone actually buy that?
Sure, with enough convincing. No, you just say there's a little girl trapped in room X. You don't worry about the rest of it.
No, less details the better.
Right. Get it together.
Even if I did manage to convince them, the tower door was locked in Morgana's rendition.
Rookie time traveler bullshit.
The keys to get inside. Mel should have one of them, but stealing his alone won't be enough to get to the tower.
True.
Bill is right, and we can save Morgana, and that would indeed everything. Something about this whole thing more than just set her free. Find the truth as well as initially. Regardless, I would like to try and stay on everyone's good side as much as
Okay, I'll do whatever I can to help.
appreciate. I mean, as you know, conversation is
Oh no, I definitely know. Which means it's my job to hit the brakes whenever you say something stupid.
late if I've said it.
Well, yeah. Anyway, step one is to get ourselves into the mansion. We can't hope we can't hope to make contact with the other two men, much less get Morgana out of there if we're not staying nearby.
Do what I can.
Almost there. See the big building in the distance? That's the church.
It's the same as I suspect.
Seeing it now, knowing what horrible things happened there, it's so disheartening.
Are in the tower in a distance. Not as locked alone.
I wish we could just march in there and set her free. I feel like you could. You could probably do that.
Getting into the tower were our only goal. We could probably stay in with
Is Something the matter?
You know, dead for a while.
Dead ass silent, staring off into the middle distance. Just looking at him, staring at him, sizing him up. Like, oh yeah, I could take that kid. Hello.
The other two, certainly work for.
Can you hear me?
Oh, lost in thought.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. Seems kind of strange, doesn't it?
What does?
You? No, I mean, it doesn't look much like a church. At a glance, you'd think it was some noble's estate. It's the space cadet, you know? You gotta. People are talking at you. You gotta pay attention.
Ah, that's. It's been so long and it never even occurred to me.
I was pretty surprised when I first saw it myself. A peculiar place, all told. There's a chapel inside the mansion with this gorgeous stained glass window. It's quite the sight.
Know why it was built like that?
I'm not actually sure myself, no. Anyway, I'll show you the chapel. Saintus should be there too, so I can introduce you.
On our way to the mansion, we courtyard of sorts. When I lived here, apparently the better condition. Those lead. Aye. Words when I see eyes was worship in my memory. Just two columns of rubble. The room I'm looking at was unexplicably.
So this is what it used to look like.
How far back this?
It has to be more than a decade or two. Maybe 100 years or more.
Using beliefs about the world prevalent in our time, not so different. Big thing for quite a long while. Perhaps the chapel was put in the aftermath. I was first sent to the mansion. There were signs that
The stained glass window is behind the pulpit. I'm guessing we can't see it from here. There she is. Yeah, there's no priest here. She runs the church. You'll want to talk to her first if you're planning to participate in the Harvest Festival. Oh, I should have done the maid's voice, probably. I'll go fetch her for you.
whisking his way between boy disappeared, turning with a nun. And when I see her, my face twists for a moment.
Good afternoon. You came to see the festival, I hear? It's so wonderful to have you. Is that who I think it is?
As soon as I say it, I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna
All but
bug
certain
me.
at this.
Amy,
all-
but is what her face looks like, but
All but certain at this point that all the major players, not just the men who shout, but also the women who are important part. So dressed differently, the way she speaks and the way she resembles a woman killed by her lover behind.
what? Killed by her lover behind the second.
The one the beast killed.
Yeah.
I just can't remember her name. It begins with P.
So she is. You're right. It's like Persephone or Penelope or somewhere in that department. You're right. Okay. They're all connected. What we went through, what we thought were three separate tales, all stretch back to a single point in time before our own. Is there something the matter?
No, Just thinking how unusual it is for one nun to be managing.
Yes. That's the new usual reaction from new visitors. Even I think this assignment's a bit over my head.
Assignment.
Well, I was at another church before this one. A smaller building, and I wasn't the only nun. But the Lord of the Land ordered me to transfer to a new, larger church he was opening. So here I am.
Lord.
There's plenty of space on the property. Bollinger. More than enough to provide shelter for the orphan children and aid for the sick.
Bacon.
Yeah, about that. We used to take people in, but circumstances have made that difficult to late. We're imprisoning a child up in the tower.
Under circumstance.
It's not something I can discuss with an outsider. Sorry, we're imprisoning a child up in the tower.
Doing Morgana's imprisonment up in the
Mhm.
tower.
You'd be right. Do you think she knows about Morgana?
Guess not. And sort of to them.
So she's being forced to oversee the mansion, completely oblivious of what's happening here?
Okay, she's the girl from the second tale, then she's close with.
Is something troubling you?
I like how the characters that they're addressing like acknowledge
Like,
that he's just standing
you've
there.
been standing here, not saying anything for a while.
No, my apologies. I got
Please
lost in
stop
thought.
that.
I do that a
I'm
lot.
uncomfortable. Yes. You don't look it, but you're actually a bit of a daydreamer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just say yes. Mel would fit that description much better.
Mel would fit that description much better.
Don't say it out loud. That's a bad distraction. What? Why? Do I really look like that much of an airhead? I guess Space Cadet's not here yet, but airhead doesn't seem right either. I don't think they'd be saying it. Ooh, I can see that. Someone has to watch out for him, or he's likely to lose his head in the clouds. I really don't think I'm that spacey. Yeah, spacey? It's voidy at this point, or aethery, maybe. I'm not trying to say you're spacey. I just feel like I gotta keep one eye on you at all times. It's a lot like what I imagine having a little brother would be like. I'm an oldest child, you know. What's the big deal? You don't want a big sister?
Yeah, so like I said, very much in the visual novel territory.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been a visual novel the whole time, but this one, chapter 8, really embraces the anime side.
Well, I want you to be my little brother. I don't want to be just a cap. Oh, sister of the. Got it. That's like a nun is a sister.
She's making a joke.
I was like, I don't understand what capital S sister means, but I'm not sure I like where this is headed. No, I don't want to be just capital S sister to you. That's so stiff and formal. No, I want to be your sister.
Like the movie.
Good God. I'm a little old. Oh, wait. I'm a little old to be playing make-believe. Oh, come on.
Quite friendly little brother, it would seem.
Oh, I know. Why don't you become her brother then?
What?
Solid. Oh, they're expecting a response. Wait, no. Oh, no. No, I would not. Will you?
I will not.
Yeah, normal.
Besides,
response.
I'm clearly the oldest one here.
Well, I don't think younger brother was implied necessarily. Was it?
Oh.
Did I say it?
Like, on one hand, like, we go through 7 chapters of all this, like, this dark despair and everything with occasional,
porn.
yeah, and then you get there is a bit of relief and like, okay, they're a little more lighthearted here at the end, but like,
I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, it's good that they do find a way to lighten the load.
yeah,
But man, why not? I don't think it matters who's older than who. You don't really act all that old anyway.
I have at least 10 years on you.
Your youngest child insecurity is showing.
What? Insecurity.
Literally just met, lady. You two are pretty good friends, huh?
Just a name later. I'd like
Oh
to
my
ask you a
goodness.
favor.
What is it? I'll gladly help with anything I can.
I perhaps borrow a room until the day of the harvest festival.
Hmm.
I what else to say? For a source of income, for that matter. I'm literally homeless. I know it would take advantage of your generosity, but I only mean to intrude for a few.
I'd be more than happy to offer you a place to stay at any other time. But right now, I can't let you stay here. The aforementioned child we're imprisoning up in the tower. I'm so sorry.
Damn. So much for that.
Don't let one little no stop you. Keep pushing. Put on a show. Earn her sympathy. She's a lady of the cloth. Easy mark. If you make her feel bad for you, she'll offer you her aid.
Yo, you expect me to act? I'm having another episode. And I was so sure this church would be able to help.
That's not going to convince anyone.
Why? It's funny. It's funny.
It's dumb. He was perfectly fine on the walk over here.
Shut your mouth, boy.
Shut up, nerd.
That would have been better.
Yeah. As I said, we did once offer a place for respite for the ailing and needy, but regrettably, for the time being, we are unable to take anyone in. What I can do, though, is give you medicine.
God, I don't want any of that.
Yep, big old bucket of castor oil. Since we can't let people stay here, with the Lord's generous assistance, we've been handing out medicine instead.
Do hear that. Medicine. Patient.
Yeah, I suppose that's what it boils down to. Honestly, not sure why we're not allowed to offer shelter right now, but we are still able to provide assistance to those in need, so I assume it's just a temporary measure, and we'll be able to take people in again before long. And with how much he's done for the church, it's not really my place to complain about his decisions. Truly am sorry. Hope you understand. I'm supposed to ask for a tithe in exchange normally, but just this once, it's yours, free of charge.
Tell me more about the medicine. I have
Absolutely.
allergies and some medications I'm not good for me to take.
It's called Saint's Blood,
Oh.
and it'll cure any disease.
I've not heard of this medicine before.
Wild.
Saint's blood. That's sanctioned by the church.
No, it's like hot dogs. Don't worry. It's not. Oh wait, it's not real blood, of course. That's just what it's called.
And how does it get its red coloring?
It sure sounds divine, doesn't it?
You're dodging the question.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not true.
Huh?
Real blood.
What? What do you? Sorry to butt in. Do you mind if I bring him back to my room? I don't think I mentioned it, but he's an old friend of mine. We've got a lot of catching up to do. All right. Hey, come on, this way. Well, that sure got a reaction out of him. And now he's incredibly leery of you.
When she mentioned the blood, I couldn't stop myself. I probably should have kept my mouth shut, though.
Eh,
Wrong button. Mel doesn't word the entire smile has retreated into fear. Tony spend the trek through the mansion's court, pondering how to solve the problem. My bedroom, presumably his, closes the door. See the distrust in his eyes as he glares at me.
I
Oh,
have to ask. Who exactly are you? Why did you say that back there? That Saint's blood is actual blood.
response to his pressing,
We weren't gonna get a narrator.
said careful. Don't have much time for our best interest. Too much we don't know yet. Wise to make with him as tense and suspicious as now. It won't be easy to get his key or persuade him to. Furthermore, experiences with shades tell me that if I'm not careful, putting myself brief flash of what might have spoken to crosses my mind, still down. Yeah, if I had told him everything, we would get in and want to get Mel on my side more. It'll convince him he needs to come clean and set regardless of being much. If I need to be nearby, keep an eye on things. How to go about that?
Assuming he's not voluntarily involved. Maybe all we need to do is ask for his help in setting Morgana free and he'll work with us.
Perhaps the direct or only suspicion. Met his shadow, it was burdened with great regret. Begged me to help him. Remark about the saint's blood. Based on stories I once had a person whose blood was said.
Stories.
Maybe they haven't made. Tell of a girl born in a distant saint and a daughter of God. Thought that perhaps none might be the saint spoken of in the stories. I was hoping for the opportunity to see a miracle performed with my own eyes. And Michael or Michelle pulling it out here. Damn, pulling high on that deception check.
I have to say, you look more angry than excited.
Well, I guess maybe it appeared that way to you. Face.
If you say so. As long as you're telling the truth.
Self have to wonder, why did my remarks seem to bother you? So
What?
something more to this saint's blood you're not telling me. Then you're telling me
No.
something that would make you want to get alone and interrogate me.
Why, there's nothing. I just, didn't want to scare anyone away with all the talk of blood, since there's not actually any in it.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I didn't know about the stories, so. It's just medicine, I swear.
Hey,
It's got nothing to do with the saint in your stories.
change the subject. Can I ask you to convince the nun to allow me to?
Huh? Were you listening? We can't take anyone in right now.
Asking. Station. You live on the premises? Not?
I'm more the supervisor of sorts. Why?
To the Harvest Festival. Asking.
Why not get a room in an inn? If you need money, I'll spare you some coin.
Must.
Well, that sounds sketchy, but why?
Those are my instructions.
Even sketchier. What?
No, the stained glass window in the chapel, pulpit. I was named after the Archangel Michael depicted there. Angel came to me in a vision, instructing me to watch over the festival.
Bro, you were like all kinds of whatever. You know, from where you were standing, you couldn't possibly have seen the window in that much detail. Nice. You couldn't. Oh, I get it. You've been to the church before, and you're just acting like you haven't.
Metal door off to the side, leading to an observation.
Yeah, you can see the tower from outside.
Side is a long spiral staircase, not made of stone.
Hmm.
There's a single door at the top of the.
It was always wood. I just remembered. How? What? What are you really here for? That vision stuff is a lie.
Not here to trouble. In fact, I'm on your
That's a
side.
lie. You show up out of nowhere and expect me to believe your nonsense.
All I ask is allow me to. You can do that for me. I'll make you the promise I could not before. I have not forgotten your salvation. I know you want to be free.
Let me guess, you saw that in the vision too.
Call it that, then
I never once asked for you to save me.
not yet.
Hmm. You're mad. But fine. I've got nothing to hide anyway.
Clearly, you don't.
If you say you're a friend, the Saintess should be willing to accommodate you. Wait, I already told you you were my friend, didn't I? I'll try and persuade her. I don't know what your deal is, but try not to cause any trouble, okay? For your own sake. You're very witch-like. Only until the festival. You're not getting another day out of me, or her. This isn't your home, so don't act like it is.
Of course. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't own it until much later. You know, I never did get your name.
Hell,
Ah, right. After the Archangel Michael, right. Like you said, never really cared much for Michael, to be honest. Weighs your soul in one hand on his perfectly balanced scales and delivers its punishment with the sword in his other. He's not an angel of salvation. Out of curiosity, could you perhaps be...
yes, I am the Archangel Michael.
No, never mind. It's turned into a bit of a storage area, but there's an open room you can use. I'll show you the way.
Take your courtesy. Okay. Cracks in. It is a bed. Door storeroom when I lived here.
Sorry about the condition. I didn't choose a bad room for you on purpose, I promise. If you want to sleep somewhere more comfortable, you're not going to find that here.
Problem. Grateful to have a room at all.
Yeah, if you say so. Well, I have work to do, so I should be on my way. I'll talk to the Saintess as promised. I imagine she'll make supper for you at some point. But do keep your crazy talk to yourself around her.
Make a note of it.
See you. We made it work, somehow. It's a lot of pressure being under that much suspicion, huh? My heart was pounding the whole time. And that the Archangel Michael stuff came to the vision in me. Came to me in a vision stuff. I never expected you to go there.
I mean, I just never had a heart for improv before, but, I just started and I kept rolling with it.
Yes and. Why'd you tell him that anyway?
I didn't think telling him I know the future and I need your help to change it would have gone over very well. Besides, those who yearn for redemption have a tendency to latch on to the...
He also was wearing like a priest's robe.
Yeah. Start taking advantage of
living
that.
in a church.
Would work out to our...
I bet you'd make a pretty good con artist, Michel.
I did what I thought was necessary.
I know. Besides, you have every intention of keeping your promise, don't you?
All can be saved as... Lend him my hand, though.
Oh, you. You say it's all on him, but deep down you know you're on his side.
Yet. He did. That's what we're here to find out.
Yeah. We're complete strangers to this Mal, but I can't bring myself to think of him that way. We just met him today, but it feels like reuniting with an old friend.
We haven't seen 6 chapters.
Mm-hmm. He's the same old Mal.
There. Life. Imagine makes sentiment all stronger.
You don't feel the same way?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Total stranger, no. Ever. About to say something incredibly cynical, but I caught myself.
What?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, now I want to know for sure, if you say so.
One with nothing to offer, powerless to give anyone anything's motivating me. Turn for the boy. Desire to prove that someone like me can do something.
It didn't take much arm twisting to get him to give us a room, so who knows? Maybe he'll come over to our side easier than either of us expect.
The room was not kindness. Keeping me nearby allows him to keep. Doesn't trust me, but he also doesn't know enough about me to do yet. Time in doing this gives him that. Besides, keeping me around is not to his advantage. He accordingly. Man, when did Michel get all shrewd?
Do you really think he'll do anything to hurt you? Mel's a kind boy, and, well, to be frank, kind of dumb. I don't think he has the spine for it.
Hey, he doesn't. They both. Clearly killers. Nevertheless, his cooperation will undoubtedly be the easiest to gain. Fortunate to run into him first.
What makes you say that?
If I ever have the chance to mention.
Shadows. I might have. But around the time Hayden Rhodes passed away, I wasn't really there anymore. Stopped thinking, stopped trying to make sense of the things inhabiting the house. I had to become really another part of the cursed mansion.
Verse with them after I explained myself. Those much like the rules differ between the realms of the living and the dead. So too does it differ for those who have lost their. Searching for a way to get you out of the tower, encountered and spoke with the three men. Of the three, Mel was the least threatening. Bears a great deal of threat. But he is also the one who was the hardest to get the key from, too. The others were like, fucking done with it.
You had to, like, go digging around in a thorn bush or whatever.
He yearns for someone to save him. I heard him muttering, wanted, to want to be involved in this. Someone else is holding the reins. My first guess would be the Lord, but regardless, they are not equal.
If he wants out, then maybe he would have agreed to help if we told him we were here to save Morgana.
Carelessly revealing our hand at this not seem would have never gotten to this point if it was.
So I guess our first task is to earn Mel's trust.
Death is in days. So then to get all three.
It won't be easy. I mean, we weren't even present in this world until today.
No one to vouch for us. No one even knows who we are. Knowledge. A bit of it. Not only know what happens in this era, but you showed me their next life. Well, from that we can deduce how they might behave. Eyes.
Right, we do. We know things we should have no way of knowing. And we can use that knowledge to our advantage. Their various interpersonal relationships are where we can get our edge, I think.
Get my relationship up with all three of them. Got it.
Damn. They each have their reasons for locking Morgana up, and if I'm right, they're doing it for other people. It's these powerful bonds driving them. Mel's driving force would be his sister, for instance.
Bonds. Right. Talk to his. Mel is more likely to act coming from her than us.
I agree. If his darling sister tells him to stop, he won't have any reason to continue his involvement.
First tale ended makes certain. But for now, we can work under the assumption it does well, the first tale ended that way because the witch was.
Is that true?
Who knows?
Yeah, it's hard to say with confidence, but what do you want to bet she's somewhere nearby? I mean,
She will be. That's us.
right. It was.
Go tell her she's gonna die soon.
That'll help. No, you're exactly right. But what I was gonna say is that people tend to keep those they care most about close by.
Huh? To be reminded of that.
Huh? What for?
Well, being careless with my words. Consider it.
Bro, I've known you for like a year. No need to apologize for the truth. Besides, you and considerate are like oil and water. Sorry, what? We have 3 days to stop this tragedy. Let's get to work.
And that is where we're gonna stop.
Nice.
So, what's your thoughts on the current turn of events there, Eric?
I'm not very happy yet. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. It's like if all of that is so he can get a stupid, meaningless, happy ending at the end, I'm gonna be very disappointed in this, I guess.
We shall find out.
It will not feel like it was worth it to me. I worry that it will not. Anyway, I don't know what's gonna happen yet. There's a lot of room left to tie everything together in a way that is somehow satisfying.
This is a very
We'll see.
highly rated story, Eric.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
So,
hold out hope
hold
that I
out hope.
will that it will not be disappointing in the long run. It's not necessarily, and like I'm not just I'm not sure I'm like the perfect audience for this. As far as like the stuff that the trauma that and issues that they're trying
Yeah.
to like dig into here. So I you know, not the best judge of whether or not that's received well by the people it's aimed at.
Right.
Either way, I suppose. So I'm happy to be, you know, wrong in my prior assessments. I guess it's all good either way.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
we are in the final chapter. I cannot say for certain, but we might finish this on Thursday. I don't recall
Okay.
how long the last chapter is, but I'm looking at sort of like cheat sheet to make sure I didn't take some bad options. And we're about half of things that's got in here for the chapter. So I can faintly remember what all happens. Don't remember how long it takes. We might finish it. I'll plan for us finishing it, but who knows?
Yeah. Well, that'll be fun though. Definitely narrowing in on our conclusion here, though.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Which should be fun to see. Yeah, like what all this does with this. I don't know. I'm hopeful. Then you're saying it's highly received and well,
Yeah.
you know, like people liked it. Okay, cool. People might not like the same things I like.
Yeah, I know.
That's possible.
I mean, I'll
but I have hope. If it may yet come around. I don't want to act like I already hate it or something.
I don't. I don't know if you'll be satisfied with the ending based on what you've expressed so far, but it'll be an ending, and it's not about the ending; it's about the journey.
That's fair. I think that there is value in the story that they're telling here. I'm not trying to say that it isn't that there's no redeeming quality whatsoever.
Right.
It has some things that it deals with that it, feels like, okay, could have been much more delicate with that if it was going to be trying to use, but then if you're going to wheel around for the ending in this tone, then. And I definitely don't love dealing with super, I don't know. It's whatever. There's a lot of ways to confront these kinds of stories, and I'm not sure that any of them are going to be pleasant or something that everybody's going to think is good. So I don't know. Better to tell a story than
right.
get tied down and figuring out how to do it perfectly and not say anything at all, but not express anything about this experience to people who wouldn't have it firsthand.
Yeah.
I guess. So fair enough.
All right.
Either way.
Well, closing in on the end here. So if you want to join us, come back on Thursday when we come back for this. Notify when we go live. Thursday, barring some very circumstances like this week. But come hang out with us. Discord below, or subscribe to the channel live. Patreon if you want to. You don't have to. Hanging out games with us. More than enough. But, feeling generous. Want to give us a tithing or but for now, it is around that time. Gonna calling it here, and we'll see you back here on.